The sell-off in the crypto market just keeps going. Looking out at the past 7 days, Bitcoin and Ether both dropped more than 7% as investors question the state of the economy and take some profits after the market's recent rally.
I still believe that we're in a bear market and it's going to go lower.
The health of the investing community, what's happening, where we really are in all of this.
The entire cryptocurrency market has entered the red zone. Will Bitcoin reach new highs or crash to new lows? Many analysts have different opinions on where Bitcoin is headed, and some of them are pretty scary. What is the most pessimistic Bitcoin price prediction for 2023? And how can you prepare for the possible scenarios and make the smartest decisions? In today's video, Gareth Soloway has shared his Bitcoin analysis and has shared his viewpoint on Bitcoin resistance level and price predictions. He's also shared his advice for the traders and investors. To know more details, stay tuned until the end of this video. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of the latest updates on the economy, crypto, and the market. Let's get into it.
So we are at an epic level on Bitcoin, all right? And what I mean by that is that in terms of psychology of the market, this level is the top level to watch, meaning that if we can break it, that's very bullish that the lows are officially in on Bitcoin at 15,700. If we can't, then to me, there's still an opening for Bitcoin to go down to 12 to 13,000 level and maybe even below that. And the reason I bring up this level at 30,500 specifically is if we take a trend line and we go back to the lows starting in 2021 before the big pop, then the retrace came right back in there where we hammered on it for a long period of time. We then had the run to 69,000 and we came back in and consolidated right along that line. So psychologically, when we broke this, that was very bearish for crypto. If we could get above it and stay above it, then that's very bullish for crypto. So again, right now we have made a full round trip from this breakdown here all the way back to that level, but we're still hammering on that level. And again, the level's approximately 30,500. So for me, this is an epic level to watch. I want to see, can it get above? Can it stay above if it gets above? If it does, I think that bodes very well that the crypto markets have bottomed out for this bear market cycle. It's so interesting on the Bitcoin price because number one, when it was at 15,700, 20,000 even, we were oversold. There's no doubt about it. We were just coming off of FTX's collapse, lots of fear, all that stuff. Anytime you get a maximum fear, you're going to get a reflex buy and kind of pop. It's just the nature of the cycle of markets. What ended up happening is after we were up here, we started to fall back down, and then the banking crisis happened, and I think there was a lot of money that went right in from the regionals into Bitcoin, right? I mean, and again, I've said this before, but if there's one reason for Bitcoin to be Bitcoin and be what it is, that crisis in the banking markets showed it, right? I mean, that's exactly what Bitcoin is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an alternative to the fiat currency system and the banks and all that stuff. So that really propelled new money in. And then as of now, we've seen generally a risk-on environment in stocks, in cryptocurrencies, which has kept it kind of grinding higher. So I think that was kind of a little bit of a situation where it was very, very good for the crypto markets in Bitcoin. Now, again, the big question is, can it get through here? If the stock market starts to decline precipitously, does that pull it back down? I do think it's still a risk asset, even though it's still showing signs every once in a while of being a store of safety. So as of now, as long as we stay below this 30,500 level, I'm going to remain slightly bearish, thinking we still are not through the bear market. But again, if we get above there, then it could be a game changer.
The Bitcoin price is always a hot topic. One day it was at $15,000 and then it soared to $30,000. But then it dropped back down to $28,000 and below. One of the most recent events that affected the Bitcoin price was the banking crisis, which made people look for alternative ways to store their value and transfer their money. That's why some new money flowed into Bitcoin and pushed its price higher. However, it's not easy to just break through the resistance level of $35,000, which is a key psychological barrier for many investors. If Bitcoin can surpass that level, then it might signal a new bullish trend. But if it fails to do so, then it might fall back to lower levels. According to Gareth Soloway, we are at an epic level on Bitcoin. Gareth Soloway says that Bitcoin is facing a crucial resistance level at around 30,500. He says that if Bitcoin can break above and stay above this level, it would be very bullish and signal that the bottom is at 15,700. However, if Bitcoin fails to do so, he warns that there's still a chance for it to fall to 12 to 13,000 or even lower. He says that this level is the most important one to watch for the psychology of the market and the future direction of crypto. The situation is very complex, and we need to monitor the levels very carefully. Bitcoin could drop significantly in 2023, maybe as low as 12,000, or it could even go down to 9,000. Do you think that's possible, or is that off the table for now? Let's get into the next clip to hear Gareth Soloway's viewpoint on this matter.
That is still a possibility. Again, the bigger question is on the levels. When do we break, right? So the way as a trader I work is that each level is a level until it's broken. So let's just say we pull back here. We could very clearly see that there was a lot of support here where it kind of consolidated, and that level's around 26,700. We then have a level at 25, and then this beautiful upsloping trend line around 22. As we break those levels, like if we break 22 here, you then have this pivot low at around 19 and change, essentially 20, and then the double bottom at 15.7. So for me, it's going to be more of a stage. I still think that's possible. I find it very hard to believe that somehow the crypto market has bottomed with so much bullishness in it. You never really got the panic and fear, even with FTX. You didn't get people saying, I'm throwing out crypto, it's done. You know, for the most part, it was buy the dip. And that's a very concerning mentality if you look at all the bottoms in markets in history. That doesn't happen. Also, you have so many cryptos that are still out there that have very minimal use case, if any, and they're still alive and well, versus in the dot-com era, you basically saw a washout of those dot-coms that had no use case. So there's a lot of signals to me that are very concerning, and so I want to be very careful about, you know, whether or not we can get down to 12 or 13. I think we still can. 9, if we break 12 to 13, then we're headed right for 9.
As you know, Bitcoin has been in a downtrend for the past few days after crossing over $30,000, and it's been testing some key levels. The main question is how to trade based on the levels and when to expect a break. According to Soloway, we can see a strong support level here at around 26,700 where it consolidated. Then we can have another level at 25 and a rising trend line at 22. If Bitcoin breaks below 12k, then it could slide down to 9k or even lower. That would be a nightmare scenario for many investors and holders. He thinks these levels are still possible because he believes that the crypto market has not bottomed yet. In the next clip, Gareth Soloway has shared his advice for the traders and investors. Let's hear him out. But before jumping ahead, be sure to give this video a big ol' thumbs up.
So for me, the most success has come from short-term trading, right? Where when we get this volatility in the markets, I'm jumping in and then I'm jumping out, and then I'm usually getting back in at around the same level. So it's been a trader's market. I think that when you had the Fed intervention with all the money printing, it basically made the markets just go sideways to up for long periods of time. I remember the VIX getting down sub 10 over the last 5 or so years when the printing was going on, when quantitative easing was going on. And that was very detrimental to people like me who are swing traders, who like the quick moves, the volatility. Now we're back in a volatile market, and that is just gravy for us that want to get in and want to get out. And I can make so much more money than a long-term investor by trading the levels back and forth. And just like you said, it's a matter of I'm a trader that's always reanalyzing, right? Every day I'm doing a risk-reward assessment. I'm doing a probability assessment. Are we going to bounce here? Are we going to break here? How's that going to play? And then that dictates my daily trades on a consistent basis. Just keep in mind that this is a market where, you know, the good traders and investors will stand out. Bear markets notoriously show you who basically can trade and who can't. In a bull market, everyone looks like a genius. But what I always say to people is, you know, take 5 minutes a day and try to learn one thing about the charts, learn one thing about human psychology, and in a year you will be a totally different investor with so much more insight, making such much better decisions. So again, just a little education on a daily basis makes a big difference.
Soloway highlights that this is a trader's market, where you can take advantage of the price fluctuations and enter and exit trades quickly. For traders and investors, he advises to spend 5 minutes a day learning something new about the charts or human psychology. This will make you a different investor in a year, with more insight and better decisions. A little education goes a long way. According to him, a bear market can be a tough time for traders and investors, but it can also be a valuable learning experience. But what about you guys? What do you think? Do you agree with Gareth's analysis? Will Bitcoin reach new highs or crash to new lows? Do you think Bitcoin will break the 20,000 level? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates and insights on the economy, crypto, and the market. And be sure to hit that bell icon to never miss any video that we upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.